You're listening to Protecting What Matters, a podcast by the Ohio Department of Commerce. Commerce is Ohio's chief regulator, and we play a vital role in keeping you safe by protecting your property, your money, and some of the products you use every day. This podcast is designed to bring awareness to important issues and help educate consumers and businesses. Join us as we chat with trusted industry experts focused on providing you with the tools you need to help you protect what matters most in your life.
We have over $3 billion right now that we are safeguarding, and the average payout is $775 to each claimant right now.
Wow. Thanks for joining us for this episode of Protecting What Matters. And we think there's a really good chance you have some money or property that you don't know about. Our plan today is to get it back in your hands. The Division of Unclaimed Funds is part of the Ohio Department of Commerce, and Susie Wagner is our Outreach Program Administrator. She has all the details on how to find out if you have money. Susie, everybody will want to talk to you because you have the knowledge and you might have our money.
Yay! I want everyone to talk to me.
Yeah, I get it. So first of all, some people aren't familiar with our division, and we're going to get to that in a second, and we're going to explain why we're here. But how much do we have, and what is the average amount of a claim paid out to an Ohioan? Is it worth it for me to come find my money?
Yes, we have over $3 billion right now that we are safeguarding, and the average payout is $775 to each claimant right now.
Wow. So there's a chance I have money, a piece of all of this money that we have.
Absolutely.
Why is there a Division of Unclaimed Funds? Like, what's kind of the purpose? Why does it exist?
Yeah, there was a law that was actually passed in 1968. It's the Ohio Revised Code, and it created the Division of Unclaimed Funds to hold this lost or forgotten money. And we really want to reunite those rightful owners with their money. That's why we're here.
So these owners, who is most, I guess I would say, proactive and looking for their money? Are people of all ages and ranges coming to us, or are people not always coming to us to look for this?
Yeah, there actually is. People of all backgrounds and ages are coming to look for their money, and that's exactly what we want. Also, what we know is that the larger dollar claimants are actually deceased individuals in the state of Ohio.
So how can you be a deceased individual and be a claimant? That sounds weird at first blush.
That's why it's important for the heirs to look for the money of their deceased relatives. So we find that there's a lot of heirs out there and we can't always find them. So we need them to go search on our site to find out if they know of one of their relatives that has passed that has this money.
So if you're a relative of someone who's passed, what do you do? How do you start to look for it if you're a person that's in that category? And it sounds like there's plenty that are.
Yes. You can initiate a claim in minutes on our website. All you need to do is go to unclaimedfunds.ohio.gov, and that's where you can start the claim process. Find out, you're first searching to see if your name is found, if your relative's name is found, if your deceased relative's name is found. We want you to look for all of those. And then that on our website, you then can complete the claim form and then gather the materials. And it tells you on our website everything that you need to know in terms of what supporting documents you may need to provide. And you can submit them right on our website as well. Or you can mail them to us, your choice.
Okay, so there are choices there. Now, it's not just people that need to be looking for their money. Organizations also have unclaimed funds and property.
That's right. There are businesses, there are schools, there are cities, even in the state of Ohio, that have unclaimed funds. So everyone can go search for their money on the website.
Yeah, so if you're a fiscal officer with the city or someone within the city, and I take it you just go put in like City of Westerville or whatnot, and then you're able to see if anything is listed underneath that?
Yes, absolutely.
Okay. It sounds like this doesn't take a long time for me to figure out if I'm going to do it for the first time from what you've explained so far. How do I go about it? Like, What's my first stop? You kind of talked about it in regard to the documentation for relatives of the deceased, but if I'm just looking for myself, what do I do?
Yeah. So we've recently updated our website to make it easier to navigate and to see the information, to make it quick and easy for you. So it's just unclaimedfunds.ohio.gov. You go to that website, you run a search of your name, see if there's a claim. If there is, you can click the button that says claim.
Claim it!
And then you can print your claim form, and it tells you some information that you need to fill out. Depending on the dollar amount of your claim, you may need to notarize it. You may not. So the larger amounts need notarized.
Okay.
We also require some supporting documents just to verify that you are who you say you are. And you can submit all of that on our website right now.
Again, that kind of upload, that portal, if you will, to bring it through that you had mentioned a little bit earlier.
Yes.
So where does this money and property come from? How do you guys get it?
Great question. Most of the unclaimed funds come from dormant checking accounts, there's savings accounts, refunds, credit balances. There's a lot of uncashed cashier's checks, believe it or not.
Okay.
Life insurance benefits, stocks, and also safe deposit items.
Huh. Okay. And how long before organizations report it to you guys? I mean, how does that all work? Because we're talking maybe years and years back that some of these funds may have been going unclaimed for.
That's right. So businesses report their unclaimed funds annually, every year, but it can take 3 to 5 years of those dormant accounts before they report that money to us.
Okay, so 3 to 5 years of dormancy before they say, oh, hey, this is something that the division wants to know about or needs to know about. Are they required by law? I guess that would be my follow-up question.
Yes, they are required by law.
Okay. Do the funds expire? Like if you have some of my money or property, does that ever expire? Or
No, we keep it forever or until the property is claimed.
Okay, so it stays as long as as you have it until I come get it, basically.
That's right.
Okay. So tell us about some of like the dollars or the property that's been returned, because I'm sure there are some really, really great stories.
There are lots of great stories for sure. Most recently, there was a claim that stands out the most. It was over, are you ready for it? $1.5 million.
It was one claim.
One claim.
More than $1.5 million.
More than $1.5 million. That's right.
Holy cow.
And it was a deceased relative. So we paid it to an heir.
Okay.
So can you imagine searching your relative who has passed and finding out that they had unclaimed funds for over $1 million?
I wouldn't want anyone to share it with me. I would want to be the only heir. Oh my, but no, I would be in shock to see something like that.
Yes.
Now I'm thinking about like people in my family, or at least my dad's family. I'm like, you need to go search to find out if there are unclaimed funds listed in, my grandparents' names.
That's right.
Wow.
And because we do get these reports annually, we want to remind everyone to go check annually, if not more than once a year. It doesn't hurt to keep checking.
Right. So be consistent.
Be consistent.
What about safe deposit boxes? I understand that you guys have those, and I'm sure they also have some very interesting materials inside of them.
Yes, they do. We have found gold bars, which is pretty cool to see in person.
I've never seen one in person.
Me neither, until I saw them now.
Yeah.
There's also a purple heart, which I've never seen one of those personally, and that was really neat to see. And we're working to get those items to the rightful owners. Most of the things in the deposit boxes are coins and silver dollars, as you can imagine.
Okay, and probably really, when I think about coin collectors and what people put
Yes.
away, there's probably some really cool stuff inside there. Your work as an outreach program administrator is so important. You are newer to this role. We're excited to have you here with Commerce. You have a lot of plans coming up. You're working on a lot right now. So what are some of those plans to reach even more individuals than we're reaching currently?
Yeah, we are going to be at the Ohio State Fair that is coming up soon. We'll be in the Bricker building, in the AC building, if y'all don't know.
Oh yeah, air conditioning is inside the Bricker. Stop by and see Susie.
We'll also be at the Fall Home and Garden Show in September. Those are here locally. And then we advertise in local newspapers all over the state of Ohio. We do send letters to claimants notifying them about their unclaimed funds regularly. And then this next February, actually, is Unclaimed Funds Month. And you will be seeing us on the news and on Facebook. But you can always find us on our website at unclaimedfunds.ohio.gov. Or you can call us at 614-466-4433.
And so it sounds like I just need to be consistent. Just because I've checked one year doesn't mean I need to check the next year. I should check in and see if I have any deceased relatives that have money and be prepared to provide documentation for that. And it's possible that there may be property involved as well, based on some of what you guys see from safe deposit boxes and whatnot.
That's right.
And, with it, you guys process this, and I'm so excited to see what you do in the coming months when it comes to bringing money back. The Home and Garden Show, which I love. I don't think we've seen the Home and Garden Show here in Columbus for a bit. I don't think you guys have been there for a bit, so it's great that you're coming back to that.
Yes, we're excited.
Any parting words for folks who are looking for money or, have yet to visit unclaimedfunds.ohio.gov?
I mean, the number one thing is just go and do a search. See if you have any unclaimed funds. And then once you ran a search on your name, run a search on any of your relatives, your friends. Then look for any deceased individuals. If you know of any businesses, if your employer, you can run a search for them. Let them know if you find anything.
Well, I'll tell you what, I had someone take me out for coffee. She had about $20, but she said, hey, but since you sent me here, I'm taking you out for coffee on this $20. Or you could be one of the, rare $1.5 million recipients based on what is out there with more than $3 billion.
That's right.
In our account, so to speak. There's a lot of opportunity to find money or property.
Yes, and I want everyone to go do the search and get some of their money back.
Yeah, get that money back. Well, Susie, thank you so much for joining us. And again, as Susie mentioned, to learn more, to go track that money, to go find that money, go to unclaimedfunds.ohio.gov. We hope you've enjoyed this episode, and we'll talk to you next time here on Protecting What Matters.